your new video came out just a few days ago, yeah? The scavenger's daughter. Where like the band's having fun in like a kid's party place or something like that, right? Like
Yeah, man. No, it was a lot of fun that day. It's
yeah.
like quite a lot of just mucking around on the spot as well. Got thrown in there. Yeah, there was like a little bit of storyboarding involved, but some of the bits that made us laugh most were the on spot sort of like make sure you take your shoes off before the bouncer castle sort of things, you know?
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
How did you manage to convince a kids' party place to shoot a death metal video at their business? Like, that's pretty great, man.
Oh, like honestly, man, I lucked out wicked ways. Like, our bass player takes his daughter there all the time, and he's like, "Man, you gotta hit this guy up. This place is awesome." So I called him up, and he's just the right dude for it, really. To be honest, he was like, "Yeah, he's got a few years on me," and he's like, "Oh, I did theater for like 15, 20 years, and
Mm.
I've just opened up, just bought this Explorosaurus place, and so like I'm pretty interested in what you're going to churn out, because a few of the other places didn't want to have a bar of it, eh? But
Yeah, yeah.
yeah, just kind of lucked out with the fella, man, and he was
Yeah.
more than accommodating, so that was cool.
That's awesome, man. Yeah, that's cool.
Yeah.
And like the song's about medieval torture, right? Like what made you decide to go like kind of funny for the video, you know? It's kind of a funny juxtaposition there, man.
Yeah, yeah, I guess it's a bit different. Like, because like the last one we did for Crimson Countess, that
Yeah.
was like songs about Elizabeth Bathory back then, and we went with the film clip for that, like following the storyboard and having a bit of gore and kind of a bit of the same cliches, and we're like, oh, we'll throw it around a bit and do something a bit different.
Yeah.
And our mate Joe Varley, who filmed the film clip, does Dark Spirit. He was like, oh, I want to do an idea of you guys ruining a kid's party. And I was kind of like, oh, Lamb of God did that already. So I was like, well, I'll sit with it for a bit and I'll chuck around a few different ideas and,
Yeah.
put together like a bit of an idea and pitch it to the boys. And yeah, they were all on board just to mix it up a bit from the last one, just can't always be serious.
Yeah, yeah. Oh, that's cool, man. Yeah.
Yeah.
Talking the videos, like, do you guys talk like who comes up with the sort of ideas and stuff? Does the band kind of get together and have a chat about what you want to do? Like, how's it sort of, where's the first spark? You know what I mean? Like,
Well, like for the last, like the Crimson one, that was just we're just going to go straight off the lyrics, so that was pretty easy to discuss.
mm,
Um, like I kind of mentioned just before, with this one, like Joe threw an idea out,
mm,
and we kind of fucked around with it, or messed around with it a bit, and sure enough, I was like, I know I pitched it to the fellas, and they were all on board, and so I just got got down doing some screenplay, and I think it was a bit of a surprise to some of the fellas, like on the day
mm.
of being like, what's going on? Like, I rocked up with like a blow up sex doll and stuff for the wrestling scenes. They're like, what's going on here?
Yeah.
Like, a few of the other, like, like, Grant, guitarist, he was like pretty clued on as well, like with,
Yeah.
throwing out some good ideas. So, but it's like when you're jamming and you're hanging out with your mates, you just throw around ideas, being like, man, it'll be cool if we did this. And it's kind of like one of those situations where you actually followed through with it
Yeah,
instead of
yeah,
it just
that's
being a
cool.
pipe dream sort of deal.
Yeah, man. Yeah. That's cool.
Yeah.
That's where I reckon that's where all the good ideas come from, man. You know, that's cool.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's it.
yeah,
Just after jamming out some tunes, man, and just shooting it, throwing it back and forth, and
yeah,
yeah, something comes out, something sticks.
yeah, yeah, that's cool. Both those videos are up on Slam Worldwide, yeah. Like, how did you get together with them? That's cool. There's got big numbers on there, man. That's cool.
Oh, cheers, man. It's we went to them initially just because I love that channel. Like, man,
Yeah,
like
cool. Yeah, man.
I'll just kick it at home, have that channel playing, and good way to find new bands.
Mm,
And I know it's just a good outlet, and I respect him. Well, respect the dude who does it. He's a one man machine. So
yeah, right.
tip of the hat to him. And when we put out our first stuff from there, like got a pretty positive reception. So
Mm,
well, let's keep running with them. If
yeah.
it ain't broke, don't fix it at the moment. So
Yeah, man, it's cool.
yeah,
Yeah, yeah.
that's it.
That's
No, they do
good.
they do awesome work, man. And like I've I've got lots of stuff on my playlist from those guys.
Yeah, that's cool. So yeah, your second EP, Worship, is out March 24th. How do you guys write? Like when you like going, okay, we're gonna do another EP. What's the kind of process, you know?
um, well, Grant, our guitarist, he's a riff machine, that man. Like he writes like all the guitar parts and that, and
Mm,
he'll come into the jam room and we'll just like loosely play around with it, have drummer Hex just drop some blasts on it and
yeah, cool.
get a bit of an idea of how the song feels. Um, and then, you know, like I might have a bit of input on Grant, be like, that riff sounds too much like Kill Switch Engage or something.
Yeah,
Can
yeah,
we make it a bit more heavy, or like nothing against Kill Switch, but
yeah,
yeah, it's like can we death it up a bit, sort of thing, and
yeah.
and he'll do that, like we're in that sort of sense, we're quite collaborative, like we listen like to each other's opinions on stuff because we all respect each other, and pretty easy to tell one of the boys, like, you know, nah, don't like that or whatever. And
Mm,
they'll just go work on it a different way. And so Grant will get together pretty much the skeleton of the song itself.
yeah,
And then we've had like little play around in the jam room, and then because we're in the age of where we can have just like home studios these days.
yeah,
So then we'll get Hex around and we'll just try all these different drum beats, just get him on the kit, just like whipping this boy. Like, do it
mm,
again. Try this idea maybe. Or like he's like, oh no, I'm gonna try this idea.
mm,
And then, so we just flesh it all out there, and then we can listen back to it outside of the fishbowl. And then when that's done, I start writing the lyrics to it really from there. Because,
yeah,
you know, patterns for me there is drum based, because metal vocals are very percussive.
mhm,
I try to complement the drums a bit, and yeah, try my best for it. But
no, that's cool, man. Yeah.
yeah,
Do you ever like themes, that kind of stuff? Do you ever chat with that with the other guys, or is that kind of like that's you're in charge of that, you know?
themes is in like the sound of the music or the lyrical
Oh
thing.
yeah, like what you're writing, like lyric wise, like what's.
It was never really like intended for, but I just love weird history shit. Like
Okay.
just some like, yeah, obscure history, man. It gets me going. I love it.
Yeah,
So
cool. Yeah.
pretty much all pretty much all the Allocer stuff has always been just some odd part of history, or like like got a one of the songs where of the last EP, it's about like the Mad Hatter's disease.
Hmm.
Yeah, getting mercury poisoning. So it's like, oh, I'll write about that, as mad as a hatter, but he's just this dude who's gone crazy and wants to make the perfect hat, try to keep it set in the 1500s sort of thing.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like, yeah, with the history stuff, it's like the Iron Maiden of death metal.
Yeah,
Got to
yeah.
teach these kids.
Yeah, man, yeah. That's cool, man. That's fun.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's awesome, dude. So for this upcoming AP, did you do anything differently from the first offering? Like, were you guys trying to do something slightly differently, or was it kind of the similar
Uh,
process?
well, fairly similar process, to be honest.
Hmm.
like because we've been cooking on a few tracks, and Grant pitched the idea to me at the pub one day of being like, how about we, because me and him, we're just massive Dahlia fans. Like, there's no hiding
Yeah.
that, especially in the music. And he's like, how about we put our most Dahlia songs that we've been working on together
Mm.
and call it worship, because
Yeah, yeah, cool.
it's what
Yeah.
it is. And I was like, oh yeah, that's cool. Like, let's roll with that. So we just picked through the songs that we've had in skeletal embryonic stages
Mm.
and fleshed it out. And that's what's coming out now.
Yeah.
But we tracked it all again with Nick, who did like we've tracked all our stuff with. He's
Mhm.
like yeah, mate of Grants and that, and he did a killer job on it. We went for a different mix and master from the first offering because like first offering sounded like really fat and thick, but it was a little bit, I don't know, compressed. It felt, but it still sounded sick. But we wanted a bit more of a bit more space to hear things.
Mm.
So when we did Dead Ringer with Floor from Gold Chain, the single, like let's go back with him. Like one, he's awesome, like to work with, really professional, and you know lays it all out to be like, this is what we need for this is what I want for that, and these are your, the revision plans and this and that, and you get a sick product at the end of the day. So we went back with him after like testing him out essentially on the single, and yeah, just not a lot had been different really, to be honest.
Yeah.
I think maybe in the first offering it was more refined in a jam room of us
Mm.
together instead of um, putting it together piece by piece and then listening to it together and then loosely jamming it, seeing how it feels to actually play it.
Mm.
When first offering was all written in a crowded bedroom, sweating our box off.
Yeah.
So it was a little bit more luxurious in that sense, I guess.
Yeah. Yeah.
But we still jam in our drummer's carport. We still jam there, so you got to keep it somewhat, or got to keep it real, you know.
Yeah, nice. How do the neighbors go? They enjoying that or?
Oh yeah, we've lucked out on that sense, man. We've lucked out.
Ah, good, man. That's good.
Yeah.
Cool. Yeah. So you're in Paradise and Exile as well, yeah? Is there anything going on there? Like, I know the last single was 2022, but I don't know if there's anything else going on, you know?
No, that band's done now.
Yeah, sure. Okay. Yeah, yeah.
Lewis, our bass player, he played guitar in that band,
Hmm.
and we needed a bass player for the Crimson clip. So I said, "Hey man, do you want to do us a favor and just come over? We just need someone in the music video."
Hmm.
And he's like, "Yeah, yeah, yeah, gotcha. Come on in."
Yeah,
Just
yeah, yeah,
roped him
cool.
in. Yeah,
Yep.
so yeah, because that was his baby, and now he's
Okay.
come over to me and Grant's baby.
Yeah, cool, man. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, mate, that's wicked.
Yeah.
So outside of your own stuff, what have you been listening to lately? And obviously Black Dahlia, but what else are you checking
Yeah.
out, man?
Yeah, of course the Dals. Well, the new cytotoxin single came out the other day. I like to keep on top of like new releases,
Hmm.
but like I've always got, my staple ones that I'll like, always run it back with, like Job for a Cowboy Ruination album, always run it back to that, and some Flesh God Apocalypse and stuff. Um, Checked out the new Whitechapel album that came out on Friday. That was a great return to form. In theory, when I'm feeling a bit technical, yeah, they're yeah, I really like what they're bringing to the table. Being like they're technical but still like melodic with energy.
Hmm.
Because I don't know, as much as I love like a bit of tech death, I feel like you lose a bit of that gusto, that energy. So yeah, listen to a bit of them, and some Summoning the Lich, which is very, very similar to the Allocer sound
Yeah.
as well. Yeah, it's a bit of peeling flesh. I bounce around a fair bit, to be honest. I do, like I do have, like I say, I have my staples, but man, I like to keep on top of new stuff coming out and buying the new records coming out and supporting bands. So
Yeah. Cool.
that's it. So when a pre-order comes out, the t-shirt collection grows.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah. That's cool.
yeah, that's
Um,
it.
so what's next for you guys? Obviously the EP's coming out. You got shows coming up and stuff.
Yeah, we've like locked in our release show for the EP, which will be coming,
Mhm.
which will be on the 3rd of May at the Milk Bar. That's
Yeah, cool.
going to be pretty sick. We're announcing that like with the lineup next week, I believe.
Oh, yeah, cool.
I'm pretty stoked with that. So it's going to be a cool show, man. Like
Mm.
I really look forward to that. We put our heads together pretty hard to think about a lineup where it's just not straight death metal. You know, we've got a bit of a casted a bit of a net.
Yeah, cool.
Yeah, and yeah, I've got some feelers out for heading out over east, doing then. Yeah, hopefully we get a bit of some of that comes to light, and just penciling some stuff in together for that really.
Yeah, cool.
But yeah, at the moment, as of over east, nothing I can really say announce right now or anything.
Nah, it's always, man. Cool. Awesome.
Yeah.
All right, man. Well, cool. Look, Joel, thanks heaps for your time, man. And yeah, I'll see you at a gig really soon, man. Cool. Thanks, man.
Oh man, thanks for having me. Appreciate that.
Cheers, man. Cheers.
Hey, Marlo, hold it.